This week, our fifth graders were supposed to go to space camp at the U.S. Space and Rocket Center, like so many other things that got canceled. So I was thinking about them today when I chose today's book snippet to share, When Sparks Fly, the true story of Robert Goddard, the father of U.S. rocketry. Have you ever heard of him? NASA named one of their space centers for him, so maybe you've heard of the Goddard Space Flight Center. This book begins explaining how Robert was so sick when he was young that he couldn't go to school, so his parents gave him a science kit and some science journals. He learned from reading an article in one of those journals that diamonds are made from hardened carbon. He already knew that graphite in his pencils were made of carbon. So here's a bit from the book about what happened next. Robert grabbed his science kit, broke open each pencil, and scraped out the graphite. He emptied a small vial of hydrogen into a pan and added the slivers of graphite. He twisted the knob on the oxygen tank he used for breathing, and a flame flickered under the pan. The graphite grew hotter and brighter and bigger. What do you think will happen next? Boom! Robert hustled to his desk and scribbled in his journal, "Hydrogen and oxygen, when combined near a flame, will ignite." His experiment didn't make diamonds, but it wasn't a failure. He learned something explosive. As Robert grew, so did his curiosity. One day, Robert climbed his favorite tree to read his favorite book, The War of the Worlds by H.G. Wells. Within the first few pages, he was lost in a world full of Martians and aliens flying to Earth in giant spaceships. Robert wondered if he could build something that would soar to space. So, as we know now, he did. He helped build the first rockets. And what I love about this book, among just getting to learn about a scientist, for one thing, but also this page where it talks about how even though he failed, it wasn't a complete failure because he learned something, and that it helped feed his curiosity, which he had naturally going for him anyway. And I love the references to all the things that he read that helped spark that curiosity or keep it going. So I hope you will read as we're out of school and keep questioning and being curious about the world around you. And if you do try any activities, make sure you have adult supervision. We want you to be safe. Have a great time thinking and learning, and share your questions with me. I'd love to hear them.